Hey everybody, it's Lynn from A Bit of Birdsong. I'm standing in my chair right now. Probably not the safest thing to do, but I do this every morning to put the camera on the little stand that I use. I wanted to show you the mess. Oh my. So some of you know I've been helping one of my sons move, and I had an antique ironing board in the apartment that he had for a long time. I had a lot of things in there actually, and it seems like I am in a season of chaos right now. There's a lot, but yeah, just stuff. And I thought while I have a bird's eye view, oh, look at the dried flowers. So pretty. Little bird cage here. Yeah, we'll just pan out a little bit. I thought while I had a bird's eye view, I would show you the mess. I'm sorting fabric. I know many of you will remember the book that I made to keep cottons and linens and lace and things like that. I pulled it from the bottom of the stack this morning. Yeah, it's just a lot going on out here, but I feel really good about everything. I'm getting a lot done. I'm sorting things. I'm donating things. Got lots of happy mail. Jay, you might see that bag down there. So let's get you on the stand where you belong and fix this. There we go. Okay, the main purpose of this video is to show you what I've done with the accidental encyclopedia. I took everything that, oh, that was an odd noise. I took everything in the kit that I kept for myself, and I've got a big basket that hangs from an S-hook. So I've got all of my things that I can pull from because there's always so much going on. And one of the things I did with this, and I didn't film yesterday because this was just sitting in the corner drying, I painted bright pink all around the edge. And when that was dry, I came back and put little black marks down in the dips in the cardboard. And I really like the way that is turning out. I put a tiny little bit of pink on this tag. And getting inside, so I want to show you something really fun. I did start working on the first page, and I started going through my paints and seeing what needed to be thrown out, what was dry, what was, stringy. Some of the cheaper acrylic paints get stringy, and they're not easy to work with when they get like that. This is so fun. I mean, I just thought this was great. And this was done on the back of one of the large calendar pages. I had several pages that I didn't put into the kits because they felt too specific to a season or a holiday. But anyway, this is really nice paper. It's got almost just a linen, cotton, maybe fiber feel to it. Really, really pretty. I did want to share this though. That would be pretty just to hang up somewhere. And I don't know, I'm probably going to end up cutting this up to use for pages or ephemera. I've been in the mood to paint, and I just started last night this little sketch, and I can show you what she's based on. You can see the lady in the far left here. Just show you up close. And then there's my lady. Of course, it's not exactly the same, but this beautiful, beautiful picture was sent to me by Jennifer. Jennifer has noticed that I've mentioned before the lack of ephemera, photographs, things like that with people of color. And that, it just bothers me. That really hurts my heart. So she purchased a set of photographs and sent them to me. I'm going to try to scan those and create some things that are free to use. Photographs are so sacred, and I don't know, feel free to share your thoughts about that. I feel like when people put their photographs out into the universe, you treat those with respect, number one. I also think you need to be careful. You know, current things, I'm not gonna photocopy current things, even things from the 70s or the 60s. But when we're going back into the 20s and the 30s, we're talking about almost 100 years. I just feel like it's gorgeous ephemera and history and things that, you know, people would like to be able to use. Anyway, I digress. I did want to show you where the inspiration came from. And that's a wonderful way to practice painting too. Just find things that you like and put them around you and try to recreate what you are seeing and what you like, but do it in your way. Don't get caught up in making it exactly like what you're looking at. This is acrylic paint that's had some water mixed into it. I've thought about putting her in the front, maybe fussy cutting and having her right there. I'm waiting for this page to completely dry. I love the way things come together and you can make like connections that weren't there just by reading and looking at words and things like that. So this very first page, I chose it because of the image, but it is about Mary II. So this is Mary Stuart, a favorite queen. It says that she was modest and unassuming, but a capable administrator, which is really cool. It just so happens that this text is talking about her father, James II, being deposed in the glorious revolution of 1688. And I happen to have those numbers from the radio station. So I just cut those out and then, you know, colored in my own 16 over here to turn it into 1688. I've distressed this a little bit and I let that sit overnight. You can see some of the color is still coming off of here. So I didn't want to cut her out and put her over here only to have a big stain over the top part of the cutout. I used the highlighter that was in the kit to highlight that number because I do want this to feel kind of like a little study, an accidental encyclopedia. One of the things I love to do is learn from these projects and take words and images and sort of just play off of those. It turns into a really fun process. She could also go on this page. And we don't have to do the whole book like this. This is just something that jumped out at me from this page. And this is cut out from just some scribbling and sketching I was doing. That's where I was mixing the paints to paint her. You can see that I chose 3 colors, 4 colors. And then with the water, I started blending some of the different colors to make variations so they all tie in together really nicely. Oh, and I took this and just pressed it down here to get some of the color into my book. I might put her right here in this corner. I like that. But maybe before I do that, I will do some more work on this page to get it exactly like I want it. And then this will make this, that will make this really stand out. I really want her right in the front there. So I think we're just going to go for it. Oh yeah, I like that. And then if she's right here, oh, I love that. Okay, just follow your instincts. Let's curve this back a little bit. I want the glue to really stick. Actually, the buttons on her jacket, they're really textured because I just put like dots of paint there and let them dry overnight. So you can feel that button there. I love it. When you're dealing with torn edges like this, now I love things like this. Every once in a while, I do want something to feel very perfect and not have any, you know, raw edges or anything like that. But just, you know, don't ever be afraid to do things like if you wanted to take a little strip of glue and fold that back so that it's not so messy. I just really think that a journal is meant to be worked in and to evolve. I think working on it, fixing things, adding things, layers, glue, tape, whatever, it just adds to the personality. And with a journal like this, you just don't need to be afraid to do, you know, whatever you need to do. So that's where we are at this point in time. I'm going to stop on this because I have some more packages to go out this morning. Let me spread this out because I don't want to risk messing these up. But I did want to show you, I've added a very basic junk journal / art journal to my Etsy shop. And the plan is to keep those listed constantly. This is a very simple, straightforward junk journal. It's got 15 folded pages, which that gives you 30 spreads or 60 individual pages, you know, if you count front and back like is done in a regular book. These are a mixture of nice white or cream paper. You may get some vintage pages like this. I especially love this. That's a heavy piece of paper that came with a print, and it's folded here to make a pocket. But beautiful scrapbook paper. There may be map pages, music pages. I have a formula for the way I put the pages in to give you a lot of working space, but then have a few pages of interest. Most of them have front and back pockets. Well, they all do. They have my sort of messy style and my birdsong tag. They're bound with hemp cord, and they have the charms. They may end up with additional things like a piece of this wedding dress on the front, or like the stick pin here. And I try to make them so that they feel cohesive, like the papers match the cover and that sort of thing. 2 of them, I listed 5 of these yesterday. 2 of them have sold. I love this one. I love this purple. And it's got kind of a, feels almost like a Book of Shadows style. Kind of mystical. I love this. And then this is, I know I said this probably a month ago. I want to show you a way I get really pretty paper with a kind of a design on it for journal pages, but it doesn't have that chalky feel from the acrylic paint. So you may get pages like this. There will always be plenty of pictures in the Etsy shop and descriptions of what kind of paper you're going to get. This one has sold. Really beautiful, kind of, it's a mixture of papers again. And this one, I love this. We've got the vintage fabric with the little bird cages and the embellishment on the front. This is just completely plain paper. This is a totally unembellished journal. So that would be great for just starting from scratch, writing however you want to do it, if you don't want any kind of theme inside. And that's always noted in the description of the journals. And then this one, so they may have a few paper clip charms. Anyway, these are basic. Again, they have sort of a messy style. You can use these along with a lot of the content on my channel where we make pages, and you know, these journals can just turn into works of art, and that's what happens with our journals. These are very reasonably priced. I have a system down. They're fun to make, and I want this to be something that's available all the time in the workshop. So I just wanted to let you know that they are there. Well, I think that's pretty much it for now. I'm gonna go get busy packaging, and then I'm gonna get busy making some journals and listing some things and painting. I'm in the mood to paint little faces and people and such. I will see you really soon. Bye for now.